Indianapolis, Indiana. That's the scene for the 76ers. The process, Joel Embiid looming large, a true NBA superstar, getting ready to get his team going as they get primed for action at Bankers Life Fieldhouse. Sixers, Pacers. We'll be right back after this.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Pacers in Indianapolis. Last game for Indiana, they ended up with a loss to the Bulls at United Center. The first half of the season has not been kind to them, and unfortunately, with their play lately, they're not exactly giving off the vibe that they're ready to turn things around. And Joel Embiid is listed at 7 feet 250. Might be taller than that. Shaq, tell me the big man is back.
The big man never left, Ernie. We just had to go back in the lab and evolve. Now you see guys like Embiid who can beat you inside, but also on the outside, a.k.a. perimeter.
You know what? Embiid's not shy either. I'm going to let you know. He'll give you bulletin board material every time that you play him. So you got to be ready to play if you're one of his teammates because he's going to incite the other team.
Time to go down to Kevin Harlan as we approach tip-off.
Broadcasting live, 2K Sports presents the NBA. It's Monday night. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan with Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Well, Joel Embiid and the Sixers have been through a lot in the last 5 years. At the beginning, there were so many losses on and off the court. But trust the process became a mantra, one that Embiid embraced. He said, I think a lot about what I went through, how it prepared me to be a better man. I really feel like I'm the process, and the process is about me. Kevin, the process has turned out quite well.
Thank you, David. And now, a look at the upcoming schedule for the 76ers. On Wednesday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Brooklyn Nets. And then on Friday, they'll defend home court against the Chicago Bulls.
And for that matchup against the Nets, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
A look at the 76ers starting group. In the backcourt, Simmons and Richardson. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. And it's Thibault in at the 3. And for the Pacers, Oladipo is the 2 with Warren playing small forward. Turner and Sabonis playing inside. And it's Brogdon in at the 1 spot. So Indiana wins the tip. Right around midseason here, Chris, more players-only meetings being held. Give us a little insight into what those are like.
Well, there's some really good ones, Kevin, and there's some bad ones. There's ones that goes, you know, hey, guys, just wanted to bring us all here and say, man, listen, we could do a little bit better. We need to focus. I'll start with myself. I can be better on the boards. You need to be better guards over here. Those kind of meetings are good. Then there's the ones that say, listen, guys, we're going into playoffs. I need everyone to put the phones down. No more going out. Sacrifice. Tell your in-laws, tell your spouse, tell your family, listen, for the next month we're honed in where we can't come back. And then there's the ones that you don't like, the ones that finger pointing, saying, hey, guys, I called this meeting because I'm tired of all of you. None of you are putting up. And then another guy says, wait, I'm not doing my job. You're not doing your job. And other guys come in and you kind of get how it goes. So a lot of different ways you can have meetings. But hopefully as a coach, you have great leadership. So at the end of the day, even if you have hurt feelings, guys come out better for it.
Shot clock at 3. Another shot and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Richardson finds Embiid. Back to Richardson. Turner with the steal. Oladipo with the ball. His last outing, he had 24 points. Sabonis, the pass to Warren. Indiana again missing.
Not how you want to start the game. 4 straight misses. I'd like to see some better ball movement from them.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. We felt it. Even over here, we felt it. We've played just over a minute here in the first. And Oladipo kicks to Sabonis. Pass to Warren. Right at the free throw line, and they pick up 2.
They were pretty tight to start this game. Started out with 4 straight misses. Maybe that one will get them going.
And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. They went to Indiana for their last meeting with the Pacers and came out with a win.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
Well, that's just something to keep an eye on. I mean, when their reserves are operating at a high level, so tough to beat.
Now, here's Brogdon. Following the missed shot by Tobias Harris. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Right side Warren.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly. And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Yeah, and I love the fans in Philly. They're notoriously prickly, though. They expect hard-nosed effort. If not, they'll let you hear about it.
Chris, you're talking about the Philly fans. They were even booing their team in that conference semifinal round against Toronto.
Yeah, they got nervous with the season on the line. You can't take it personal. In Philly, they love you just as much as they boo you.
And the first one at the line is good. And so he makes both from the line.
Oh, he's never rattled at the stripe. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
Logged in the pass to Sabonis. Kicks to Oladipo. Outside Turner. Pass to Brogdon. 6 to shoot. Outside Warren. Again, the miss by Warren. The 76ers leading. Here's Thibault. Pass to Embiid. Feeds it to Harris. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Oh, their movement is good, and they get the ball into the right hand. Now, usually he drops those in between jumpers.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. The 76ers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws. 81% as a team.
The first free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Pacers trail by 3. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
The pass to Brogdon. Clock at 6. The kick out to Oladipo. Sabonis trying to get open. And it's Oladipo that time on the assist from Brogdon.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Simmons. What a tremendous game he played against Dallas. Here's Thibault. He's covered by Warren. Harris against Turner. Shot from 12. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Oh, such an efficient scorer. You know, if you give Harris these opportunities, he'll punish you from there.
Brogdon the pass to Sabonis. Oladipo outside. Back to Sabonis. Over in the corner, Warren. Down low. Sabonis trying to get open. Some solid defense from Harris. And it's Harris with the ball for Philadelphia. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
The bench did exactly what they needed to do. Without their production, who knows if they win that game.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
And historically, you almost never saw a great shot blocker who could also knock down triples at a high clip. But count Miles Turner among the unicorns who provide that rare combination.
Now Brogdon. Really disappointing game for him in that loss to Chicago. And stolen by Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Like whenever Simmons finishes with power off the drive, he'll make a post.
Pacers trail by 4. And the stretch center in demand for Miles Turner. Greg, how does he take that next step as a player?
Getting stronger, and continuing to improve his recognition and communication at both ends of the floor.
Now, here's Warren. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. From downtown, some solid defense from Harris.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
And Simmons slams it in.
Did you see the no-look pass by Harris right there? I mean, he's a wing that knows how to move the ball.
Indiana's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Brogdon against Simmons. Brogdon kicks to Turner. The dish to Oladipo. 5 to shoot. Out to Turner. Brogdon inside the line. They get it again. The 76ers leading by 6. To the inside, Harris. Good work defensively by Turner.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
A wide open look here for Oladipo. A quick shot there, and it's off target. Harris drives in. And it's sent back by Turner. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Turner. Indiana making some changes. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for T.J. Warren. Jeremy Lamb comes in for Oladipo. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Malcolm Brogdon. The 76ers also with a sub. Horford's checked in. And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. Chris, we talk about perimeter scoring becoming more prevalent. The biggest shift coming from bigs shooting more threes.
Yeah, they are now counted upon to space the floor. And the better you can shoot, the better you can space the floor. And then more importantly, if you can knock down that three, you become a triple threat because now you can shoot there, maybe you can dribble and get by, or because of your height, you see different passing lanes and you can be a better passer, getting your teammates involved, and they like that spacing as well.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Pass to McConnell. To the paint. Here's Turner, and it's slammed in by Turner.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Here's Simmons. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Horford against Sabonis. Horford kicks to Scott. Horford double team. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. As we approach the halfway mark, let's take a look at how everything in the East right now stands. Take a look at the 76ers. They're looking extremely sharp right now, poised in the top spot and playing very well. And, of course, Indiana just need to take it a game at a time.
I think for the Pacers, they talked all offseason about how this year was going to be different. Nobody bought into it then, and nobody's buying into it now.
Oh, you all know, talking the talk is easy, but carrying through, that's another story. The naysayers' predictions were basically on point.
TJ Leaves checked in for Domantas Sabonis. Lamb passes to Leaf. Some nice passing here by Indiana. And Turner throws it down.
And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now here's Simmons. Scott the pass to Horford. He feeds it to Harris. From 17 feet out, he clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Catch and drain. Harris is a dead-eye shooter. He provides great spacing.
Now, here's McConnell. Guarded by Simmons. No good from Lamb.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
No good from Simmons.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
The Pacers making a switch here. Holiday's checked in. And so it's Lamb with it. He brings it up for the Pacers. Trailing by 4. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
I mean, they went into that one with the thought that they may have a chance. No.
Well, Greg, no matter what their mindset was, that was going to be a very tough task. Let's face it, they don't have the horses to compete with those guys.
Here's McConnell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Outside, Lamb. He kicks it to Holiday. Back to Lamb from about 19 feet. Second shot opportunity. Leave passes to McDermott. Missed it, even after all those chances. That's good from Horford on the assist by Simmons. Simmons got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Pacers trail by 8. They double him with Simmons. McConnell passes to McDermott. Scott finds Simmons. Back to Scott. There's the 3. And it's McConnell with the rebound. Indiana's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Good work there as it goes.
Such a good in-between game. Lamb with the natural instincts for mid-range, plus the pure touch on the shot.
And the 76ers call time here. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Horford. Robinson comes in for Tobias Harris. And it's Korkmaz in for Josh Richardson.
And this summer, a 5-year, $170 million max contract extension for Ben Simmons. The Sixers didn't want to give him any cause to look elsewhere. A great talent, but the hope with that kind of money is that he'll develop that jump shot.
Free throw, no good.
And when he gets ahead of steam, you almost feel sorry for defenders. Ben Simmons, a combination of size, speed, and ball handling that can at times be unstoppable.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. And with his passing and driving ability, Greg, Simmons is like combining a power running back in football with a pinpoint passing quarterback. Not much he can't do.
Kevin, a football metaphor is appropriate. Simmons grew up playing Australian rules football, and the physicality and quick thinking of that sport really reflected in his style of play.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Outside, Lamb. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You feel like Jeremy Lamb has been in the league forever, mostly known for being a piece in the Harden trade when he left OKC, but Lamb is coming to his own the last few years.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And Jeremy Lamb, you feel like, Greg, he could be kind of a late bloomer.
The improvement he's shown the last few seasons has been huge. Much more comfortable as a scorer, and the defense has picked up for him as well.
Both shots good from the stripe.
And the key piece in one of the biggest NBA trades over the past few years. Lamb was sent by the Rockets to the Thunder in exchange for James Harden. That was a major trade.
Now here's Simmons. There's 1:17 left in the first quarter. Here's Scott again, Philadelphia. And so here is Indiana. 8-point game. Holiday, the pass to Leaf. Outside Holiday. Indiana again missing.
Now look, even if he had other places to go with the ball, that's a good shot. You can't blame him for letting that one fly.
To the middle, he had stolen by Lamb. Here's McConnell. It doesn't go for him. And Philadelphia the other way now. Here's Scott. Here's Robinson. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first. Inside, McDermott. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Robinson passes to Korkmaz. In the corner, Simmons with it. Outside, Robinson. Over Lamb. And he beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
All about the clock awareness. Great job to come through for a squad right there.
And so it's Philadelphia up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We'll get right back to the action when we return. A native of Cameroon, Joel Embiid talks about making a quick transition to the United States.
Not knowing English, obviously at the beginning it was a little bit hard to express myself. Obviously I can speak English perfectly now, so that's a plus, and I'm just being myself.
And that unique sense of humor, Greg, is a specialty of Embiid's.
He's a fun-loving guy who's become a must-follow on social media. And the transition he's made has been remarkable.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a comfortable margin here for the 76ers guys.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
And no question, it's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for Indiana, we've got Doug McDermott, also Jeremy Lamb out there. T.J. McConnell is out there with Leaf, and it's Holiday in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Lamb. The shot that time, not on target. Nice D from Scott.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. And here's McConnell. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Lamb against Robinson. Pass to Leaf. Trying his luck from deep. Sinks the three-pointer.
But really, Lamb, he's a jack of all trades kind of player. A superb passer with good instincts.
Outside, Simmons. Passes it to Korkmaz. Beyond the arc. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 6 assists in the game.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Let's talk about it. The great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
And now here comes Simmons leading the break. The feed now to O'Quinn. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Look, I love how Simmons makes his teammates better. He's consistent and looking to get them going.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. McConnell scanning the floor, and it's blocked by Scott. And that'll be Indiana as it goes out of bounds. Pacers retain possession. Some changes for Indiana. Warren comes in for Jeremy Lamb. And it's Victor Oladipo in for T.J. McConnell. Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And here are the Pacers now. They trail by 16. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, Josh Richardson has made himself into one of the top defensive wings in the league. Richardson says there's a certain competitiveness that comes with being a good defender. The defensive end takes will, and I have a lot of it. Kevin J. Rich is self-described as super competitive, and that edge is what drives him.
It sure is. That's what it takes. Thank you, David. And the shot by Warren, no good.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. Well, there's the talk about lowering the minimum draft age from 19 back to 18. And Chris, how much of a difference does that 1 year make in a player's maturity?
It makes so much difference. I mean, you're young, you're coming into a league, you're playing against grown men. Just physically, your body hasn't been able to catch up. How do you handle the travel, being away from your family? Many times this guy's first time being away from their families that long. So it is a maturity process, but at the same time, there's only such a few, and if you're one of the few that have the skill set and you're ready to come to this level, we should welcome you with open arms.
Now the 76ers with it. Oh, wow.
How can you not love Simmons? I mean, some of the dunks he pulls off are insane.
The Pacers have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Brogdon the pass to Oladipo. Brogdon against Simmons. Brogdon kicks to Oladipo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, and here we go with Simmons, nobody back. And Simmons slams it in.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
And so it's Indiana with it after the Sixers pick up 2. The pass to Sabonis. Warren with the ball. Guarded by Embiid. Brogdon outside. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. The Pacers have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
One shot.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
And a player who flew under the radar last year, Malcolm Brogdon. Pacers wanted to add him over the summer. Got a hefty deal from Indiana to leave the Bucks. Exactly the kind of player that the Pacers need.
Now here's Brogdon. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. 76 is another fast break opportunity here.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Well, Greg, their poise has been tremendous. I mean, excellent at both ends, has them increasing this lead.
Ball's knocked loose. Pass to Warren, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. Indiana shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Wide open look. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead. And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Yeah, right now it feels like they can't miss. We'll see how long they can make this last.
The 76ers shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. And the NBA 2K League, C-Web, the first e-sport operated by a U.S. pro sport, and it's quickly growing. Do you throw down on the sticks?
Yeah, just a little announcement to all the GMs in the 2K League. I am available. I'm a free agent. I'm ready to go. I'm nice on the sticks. I can play career mode, team mode, one-on-one mode. Whatever you need from me, I am ready to go. But I love it, man. It's great to see people who love this game, whether it's virtual or real life. It's hoops, baby.
So much fun. Now here's Brogdon. Here's Turner, and a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got 3 assists tonight.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
Brogdon against Simmons. Pass to Korkmaz. Here's Thibault. Oh, the lob for Simmons.
And once Simmons turns on the Jets, there's no stopping him. I love seeing him play with this much confidence.
Now here's Brogdon. Timeout called the Pacers.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
The 76ers making a switch here. Horford's checked in. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Simmons.
The most positive thing about his last 10 games, the work on defense. His mindset has become very aggressive. The steals are up, and he's becoming a big factor on the defensive end.
Oladipo outside. That's tipped. Just 4 to shoot. Brogdon inside the line. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
Very difficult to deal with inside. I mean, once Embiid gets the positioning he wants, you almost have to foul him. Yeah, he went from not even playing basketball to the #3 pick in a matter of just 4 years. As Joel Embiid puts it, his life is a movie.
The free throw drops for Embiid. And the NBA veteran Luc Mbah a Moute hosts a camp every summer in Cameroon. Embiid basically was forced to attend it, and the rest, Chris, is history.
Yeah, 16 years old, Kevin. He moved to the U.S. He didn't speak English. He was getting teased and bullied. They laughed him out the gym. And that's when his competitive nature took over and carried him to greatness. Hope he's laughing now.
And you look at Joel Embiid, maybe the best two-way big man, Chris, in the NBA today. If there's anything he needs to work on, what would that be?
Well, I still think that there's room for growth as far as his playmaking. I mean, Kevin, he's going to command double teams on a nightly basis. So it's all about taking advantage of the defense for sending that extra man.
Here's Thibault. Following the basket by T.J. Warren to the wing on the left. Here's Horford. The 76ers again can't hit it. And Brogdon has got the ball here for Indiana. They've got the Timberwolves ahead of them next in Minneapolis. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Here's Korkmaz, defended by Sabonis. Here's Embiid, buries the easy one. Embiid's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
You can't let Embiid get comfortable inside. When he's this close, he's adept at burning the defense.
Indiana's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the 2nd quarter so far. Passes it to Oladipo. Teardrop shot, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Coming into the NBA, Victor Oladipo, Greg, drew some comparisons to Dwayne Wade, but it was working out with D-Wade that helped take Victor's game to the next level.
Now listen, anytime you're the 2nd overall pick, which he was back in 2013, stardom is expected. It just took a while. Now he's got to apply that same work ethic to overcoming the knee injury.
That's good from Oladipo.
And you hear it all the time about how they say reaching the top can be the easy part. It's the staying there that's the true challenge. And Victor Oladipo achieved stardom, but has to make his way back after his knee injury in early 2019.
And that one goes in, 2 from the line that time. And Oladipo had already dealt with soreness in that right knee, and you talked about that, missing about a month earlier in the season.
And some suggested he came back too soon. Hindsight always 20/20, and players want to be out there to help win games. Sometimes teams have to protect them from themselves.
Now here is Horford. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game.
When Horford gets the ball down low, he has tons of ways to reach.
The Pacers shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. To the paint. And it's Turner finishing it off.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 4 from 3-point range so far in the 2nd quarter. Now here's Simmons. He's got 12. Horford dishes to Simmons. Shot clock at 6. Over Sabonis. Here's Embiid, and it's good, 2 points. Embiid's got 5 points now in the quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
The pass to Warren. Rebound by Joel Embiid.
Oh, you hate to let those easy chances slip through your fingers.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Oh, the physicality of Simmons on display, showing some fight and fearlessness in plays like this.
Indiana's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. To the inside, Oladipo, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Chris, when it comes to offensive rebounding, who does the best job of creating second chance opportunities now?
Oh, it's two names, Andre Drummond and Steven Adams. And the toughest part about it is, as a defender, you don't only have to worry about guarding your man, going over and helping, but then you have to worry about guys that are just hanging out in the rebound painted area, just waiting for their turn. And so it takes the wind out of it.
Oh, look at him fly!
Get out the way!
Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. And Indiana shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. McConnell passes to Oladipo, dishes it to Lamb. Back to Oladipo, gets that one to drop. That's his third field goal in 8 tries.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Outside Robinson. There's the lob for Harris. Out of bounds. Indiana takes possession. A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting.
And a lot of fans and players interested to see how this thing all turns out.
You take a look at Turner. With the voting as it is now, it looks like he'll miss out on a spot in the starting lineup for the East.
Yeah, not even in the top 10, but it shouldn't take away from what he's done this year. It's been a very good season for him.
And it seems like the anticipation just continues to build each year around this time of the season. Gonna be a fantastic weekend. Got a piece of it. Clock at 2. 18 feet out. Offensive rebound. And it's sent back by Horford.
Oh, he's a solid shot blocker now. It's thanks to his timing and great anticipation skill. It's not easy scoring on Horford.
Here's McConnell. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And it's McConnell with the rebound. Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball. And some changes here for the Pacers. TJ leaves, checked in for Sabonis. McDermott comes in for Miles Turner. And Aaron Holiday's subbed in for Victor Oladipo. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. And so Holiday will bring it up for Indiana. Down low, here's Lamb. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. With a break in the action, let's go to the 2K leaderboard for a look at this season's stingiest defensive teams. The 76ers #1.
And sometimes a team will get one guy who can block. Other times a guy finds ways to get others involved in blocking. It can be contagious. If he can do it, why not me? Then all of a sudden you look up and you're leading the league in blocks.
The free throw drops for Lamb. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. 1:11 left now here in the second. Now here's Richardson. He's covered by McConnell. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Outside, Lamb. No good that time. Good D by Embiid. 76ers shooting with confidence. Wow, 66% from the floor. And a slam dunk by Richardson.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Indiana's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. There's 31 seconds left in the first half. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Oh, he's not going to miss that shot twice in a row. Trust me.
And slam dunk by Harris.
Oh, well, once again, Harris showing off his incredible physique. Just really blowing past defenders in the open floor.
Pacers shooting about 26% out there. They need to get a better look. Lamb with the ball. He has 6. The shot.
And look, you have to give credit to Harris. He is very good at getting his hands up and making shooters feel uneasy.
And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for Philadelphia. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, what is your impression of the first half?
I think we played. And I thought we found a really good balance of posting and pace. It's what we've been talking about. And I thought our defense, for the most part, was excellent.
A good start. We'll see how they finish. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Ben Simmons putting in some incredible work. He had 14 points, 2 rebounds, and 8 assists. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Well, it comes down to confidence. From the opening tip, these guys had that swag. They had the attitude that you can't beat us, we could only beat ourselves.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Indiana?
Well, first of all, as cold as they've been from the floor, I can't say I'm surprised by the score. You cannot shoot the ball that poorly and expect to be in the game, man. They need better ball movement. If their offense stays this stagnant, they could forget about a comeback.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my main man, Joel.
Joel, what up?
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
Yeah, Greg, this game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. In the backcourt, Simmons and Richardson. And it's Thibault in at the 3, the small forward. And that one's good, Simmons.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And the Pacers with possession here. Brogdon outside. Pass to Oladipo. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Oladipo's got 11.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
And Simmons kicks to Embiid. Harris trying to get free. And it's sent back by Turner. They shoot again. A nice shot by Harris. He's got 10.
Oh, he's capable of being a juggernaut. I mean, the key for Harris is just staying after it on offense.
Outside Warren. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it. And he gets the bucket.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the 2 teams.
The Pacers shooting only 27% from the field, looking pretty ugly out there. And stolen by Simmons. Here's Thibault. No good, shot missing. Good D by Brogdon. Oladipo goes in. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got 6 assists in the game. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Richardson outside. Pass to Embiid. Over Sabonis. Embiid's shot is good.
His energy level has never dropped in this game. I mean, he's working his tail off, and the D is struggling to keep up.
For Indiana, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Well, maybe not the most well-known player in the league, but Josh Richardson has been a big source of offense, and Greggy's done it for a while now.
A bit of a specialist, but Richardson has no problem putting up and making threes.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Turner, and it's denied. Harris outside. Here's Embiid, and the jumper off target to finish the break. Brogdon outside. Passes to Sabonis. Over in the corner, Warren. They get it back. Brogdon.
Looking at the numbers here for Oladipo, he's been in good form here the last few weeks. 5th in three-point shooting, and he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And yeah, he's one of the dead-eye sharpshooters in the game for sure. A top 5 percentage guy from deep. Just a hard man to slow down. And the first one drops. Brogdon hits them both. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Simmons passes to Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. And that's 11 points for Joel Embiid.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
The Pacers shooting only 27% from the field, looking pretty ugly out there. Brogdon against Simmons. Oladipo for 3. Not going to go that time. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Richardson the pass to Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
Showing off that athleticism. Harris is more than happy to slam it down like this.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Brogdon against Simmons. Bounce pass from Brogdon. Oladipo the pass to Turner. 6 on the shot clock. It's Brogdon on the wing. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Brogdon's got 7.
Well, they'll take that, but they got to find a better shot than that on their next trip.
And there's the pass to Richardson. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Brogdon the pass to Sabonis. Outside Warren. Back to Sabonis. Buries the long-range jumper.
I remember when you get in trouble for shooting the 3 as a big man. Now teams want their bigs operating outside the three-point line.
Simmons feeling it out a bit. Pass to Embiid. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by Turner. And the call will be against Harris. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Pacers have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Brogdon kicks to Sabonis. Over in the corner, Warren. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Simmons got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Scott, and it's sent back by Turner. But he recovers it on the wing. Harris to the middle. It's stolen by Oladipo. Warren with the ball. Now guarded by Simmons. The shot by Brogdon wide open. And the Pacers can't get it to go. 3-on-3. Pass to Simmons. And here is Scott inside. Here's Richardson. Good D by Brogdon.
He's been off the mark, but somehow he hasn't held them back as a team.
And some changes here for the Pacers. T.J. Leaves checked in for Sabonis. And McDermott subbed in for T.J. Warren. Korkmaz checked in for Philadelphia. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Pacers. Simmons against Brogdon. Passes it to Turner. The shot, no good. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Down low, here's Simmons. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Malcolm Brogdon.
Oh, look, he's almost 7 feet tall. Simmons is a tough guard. I mean, you got to be careful not to get too physical.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Simmons.
I mean, you got to love the skill set Simmons possesses. A nightly triple-double threat. He stuffs the stat sheet.
Aaron Holiday is checked in for Oladipo. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And the foul called on Korkmaz. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Feeds to McDermott. Indiana moving it around. Here's Holiday. Lays it up and banks it in. Holiday's got his 1st basket of the night.
Oh, forget about 3-pointers. Give me a look from right in tight. I'll take it all day long.
Simmons against Brogdon. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Holiday's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
Man, how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
And up the court come the Pacers on the break. McDermott passes to Brogdon. Here's Leaf. Turner trying to free himself up. Again, Indiana. Philadelphia's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the 2nd half. Brogdon against Simmons. It's Korkmaz in the corner. There's the pass to Scott. Clock at 6. The 76ers with another miss. For Indiana, they've gotten half their shots to drop in the 2nd half up to this point, going 7 of 14.
4th foul of the game for him. He's starting to get into that danger zone.
First one falls for him. Jeremy Lamb's checked in for the Pacers. T.J. McConnell comes in for Malcolm Brogdon. Al Horford's checked in for Philadelphia. Robinson comes in for Simmons. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Philadelphia shooting 61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there. Pass to Robinson. Pass to Scott. Robinson against Holiday. Here's Horford. Drains the 19-footer. Horford's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Now, this is how much confidence Horford has in himself. It's what makes him such an efficient offensive player.
Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. McConnell kicks to Leaf. Outside Holiday. Over Robinson. That one off the back iron and out.
That's a break for the D right there. I mean, he takes advantage of open looks inside more often than not.
Misses from close range. The Pacers shooting 31%, not looking sharp offensively to say the least. Passes it to McConnell. Outside, Lamb. Off target with his three.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Here's Korkmaz, guarded by Holiday. And the pass to Horford. Over Lamb. Horford's shot is good. Horford's got 8.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
Now, here's McConnell. He's covered closely. Holiday against Robinson. The baseline J. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Leafs got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Outside, Scott. Pass to Horford. It's stolen by Lamb. And stolen by Horford. Outside, Scott lets the three fly, and he's good on the three ball. Scott's got his second bucket tonight.
Oh, man, the awareness and the IQ of Horford look so adept at getting the ball to his open teammates.
Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Free throw drops for Lamb. And Lamb drops them both. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Korkmaz, guarded by Holiday. Horford double team. Back to Korkmaz. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. And it's off from three-point range. The Pacers shooting 31%, not looking sharp offensively to say the least. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to show you the teams leading the league in assists this season. The 76ers in second.
And a team that shares the ball will create opportunities for the right player to score.
First free throw is good. Raul Neto's checked in for the 76ers. He doesn't get the second one.
And we come back to it again and again. If you're just looking at points and rebounds, you really miss Al Horford's impact. It goes way deeper than the box score.
1:37 left in the third quarter. Holiday, the pass to McDermott. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
The D making that layup look very uncomfortable for him. Good aggressive work down low.
Pass to Scott. Back to Neto. Second chance shot. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And some detractors have looked at Horford's stats, and Greg, they said he's not an all-star. Even Sports Talk Radio calling him average Al.
Nonsense. I mean, still a great defender, efficient scorer, elite passer as well for a big man. Then you get to his leadership. Big Al is the total package.
And that one falls for O'Quinn. And so he's able to get one of two. And so it's Lamb with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. And a miss there on the triple. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Robinson goes in. It's stolen by Lamb. And it's blocked by O'Quinn. And they get it back. Nice shot by McDermott. 46 seconds left in the third. Here's Neto. No points in the game yet for him. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Horford double team. Scott kicks to Neto for the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Oh, they get burned this time. That's a shot they're willing to give up, though.
Holiday, the pass to Leaf. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Holiday attacking over Robinson. Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got 7 now in this quarter.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
Yeah, showing that short area skill allows him to create some space.
Robinson for three. They get the rebound. No good on the last second attempt there. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Philadelphia ahead, opening up a huge gap. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Indianapolis. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play right there.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got Leaf, and it's Bitadze in at center. That's the Pacers 5. Right side Robinson. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game, now 6 for 10.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Passes to Bitadze. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Horford's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Smith, and it's slammed in by Smith.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Holiday against Smith. Holiday attacking. Here's Bitadze, guarded by Horford. Offensive rebound. Goes up again. Leaf passes to Bitadze. And it's sent back by Horford. Bounce pass Smith. And it's Robinson that time on the assist by Smith. 14 points for Robinson.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
For Indiana, they've gone 0 of 6 in the fourth quarter. A disastrous start to the period. Bitadze, the pass to Holiday. Chris, the other day, Adam Silver has been talking about how the All-Star game, that system, is not working. He's been proactive in considering alternatives. What do you think?
Well, I love what he's done already. Let's think about the All-Star game in 2019. Letting guys pick their players like old school on the park. I mean, that adds a little bit of ego, and that's what you want because we want competition. We want guys that like each other, don't like each other, that are playing against each other, that we're in the finals against each other. We want all that competition, all that mental game that goes into it. And so I love the fact that he's outspoken, that he's definitely ahead of the problem. But I think he did a great job by letting players pick their teammates because that already causes a little in-team drama that we'll see play out on the floor with how hard guys are playing.
Shots. Relax on the first.
The first one falls. Brogdon, he's checked in for Indiana. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Al Horford. He's perfect from the line this time. The 76ers have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. To the paint. It's tipped. Brogdon outside. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. 9 points for Malcolm Brogdon.
You like seeing Holiday get his guys involved. His coaches love when he's being unselfish.
Neto, the pass to Embiid. Back to Neto. From the arc. That shot, no good. And Indiana will go the other way with it. All alone. And that one's good, Brogdon. And so here is Philadelphia. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Robinson finds Scott. Fader on the way. The rebound by Brogdon. Brogdon's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Yes, there is that transition from being a player to retirement. It can be a challenge for some. What were the keys that you found in succeeding at that?
Well, first I think is adjusting to the fact you don't have the same schedule. You don't have a physical release that you used to have. You miss the locker room and the camaraderie with all the guys, and so you miss the culture. But secondly, I would say take all the lessons that you learned, and for me this was big, from sports and use them in business. So in business, I became a rookie in other areas. I found a Chris Mullin type in business. I found a Latrell Sprewell type, guys that would mentor you, guys that you would play on their team. Humble yourself, get back to it, get to practice, get to meetings early, stay at practice late, stay at meetings and be the last one that leaves, and just take the culture of basketball, infuse that athletic personality into the personality of whatever you go into next, and you can use those tenets to have a wonderful retirement and really enjoy it. So for me, it's been awesome. And by the way, I've had twins, and so since retiring, and that'll keep you just as busy as it was you were playing. So you can find ways to keep that same lifestyle.
That's right, and some sound advice too. Back to Smith. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Embiid, and they double up Embiid. Taken away by Holiday. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
One shot. One shot.
Chris, what's your definition of most valuable player?
LeBron, Michael Jordan. Okay, okay, the best player in the league. That's my definition. Who makes players better? Who brings the fans into the game? There's only one type of player that's an MVP, and there's only about 6 guys any year that can be MVP. But if you're talking about guys that help you, let's say, are the best on a contract or getting the most bang for their buck, you got to look at guys like a Siakam. You know, he's just making over $2 million this season, still playing on that rookie contract, and those are the guys that are on their way up. So you can always find young talent playing for maybe less than what they should be getting at that time, but the most valuable player continues to be the top 6 players of the league, period.
Now the Pacers with it. They've gone on a 13-0 run.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Harris, right side. Smith inside, guarded by Holiday. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul.
And still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
Now Holiday. Brogdon outside. And the shot is good. Brogdon's got 12 points in just the second half.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Neto, the pass to Harris. Now Burks launches it. A rebound by Bitadze. Holiday up top, covered by Smith. Back to Holiday. See, Webb, if we lower the draft age back to 18, the league will take a larger role developing high school players. Your thoughts?
Well, I think it could be a safety net. You know, so many kids are vulnerable at this time, and they don't have a system, and that's why everything's kind of been messed up for players trying to figure out what is the correct system. How do I really get immersed? I want to be in the NBA. What is the right way? And I think the younger you are, with the more direction that you have, it can only turn out to be a safer process, I would hope.
And getting better pro-level training, too, coaching.
Yeah, pro-level training, pro-level knowledge, pro-level relationships. I think it's a great thing by the league.
Shot from 16. Sampson's shot is off. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the 76ers. Here's Burks. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Burks has got his first points of the night.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And here is Brogdon. Now the pass to Bitadze. And the basket is good. Bitadze's got 6 points in the quarter. Philadelphia's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Pass to Embiid. With the fadeaway. And that one goes long. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensively.
Here's Indiana. They're on a 19-4 run. Oladipo with the bounce pass. And it's Brogdon off the drive. And it's blocked by Simmons.
Oh, such a smart defensive player. He knows how to use his reach to alter shots.
So both teams making some changes here. Pass to McConnell. 6 to shoot. Some nice passing here by Indiana. And the shot by Warren, no good. 76ers have gone 6 of 13. So just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And Indiana making a change here. Leafs checked in. The Pacers shooting only 35% in the fourth quarter. The offense looking a little rickety. Pass to Sampson. Here's Bitadze. Lays it up off the glass.
Pure determination here, guys. A fourth quarter run that has them looking better and better as we get ready for the stretch run.
Now here is Smith. The pass to Korkmaz. Now here's O'Quinn. Outside for Robinson. Here's Harris. It's hauled in by Leaf. Leafs got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. To the inside. Here's Sampson, and that's going to be a travel.
Much better job of just taking care of the basketball, really putting the onus on the defense.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. The 76ers leading by 23. Outside, Simmons. Pass to Embiid. In the corner, it's Richardson. That 3 off the mark.
Strong D on the perimeter. That's how you got to play.
Simmons against Brogdon. You see the shift toward players on competing teams becoming friends. How does that compare to when you played, Chris?
It's a little bit different. The players that I admired the most, I wouldn't be friendly with on purpose. We were in the same position. A guy like KG, one of my favorite players ever. We're close now. But during when we played, it was either me or him.
Really?
It was both of us. I didn't want to hang around with him when I'm trying to beat him in the summer. But, you know, you got guys like the Banana Boat crew and LeBron and Wade. They're good friends anyway. Melo and Bron came in 1 and 2, and they had that relationship. So I think relationships are always great. Really, it's just about can you turn the friendship off when you cross the line? I know that Banana Boat crew can, and I know others can as well. And that's all you want. As much as you're friends off the court, I want you to dislike each other on the court through your friendship, just like a big brother, little brother type of thing. So I don't think it's a problem.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
And starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis, and get away from the sloppy fouls.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Ben Simmons.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he has.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. Richardson dishes to Harris. Over Turner. The 76ers with another miss. Pacers trail by 21. Now the feed to Oladipo. Back to Brogdon. Over Simmons. That one rolling around and rims out. And so Simmons will bring it up for Philadelphia. Richardson gets a wide open look. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got his 6th assist on the night. The Pacers shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. Oladipo finds Turner. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Pass to Thibault. Here's Harris. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Sabonis has got his 5th rebound in this one. See, Webb, the NBA always trying to improve every aspect of the game. and that includes officiating.
Yeah, and it should include officiating, one of the most important parts of the game and one of the toughest jobs within the business of basketball. I mean, these guys are making calls on the fly without the advantage of the camera at home that we have watching through the screen, or without the advantage of slow motion technology. So first of all, kudos to the refs that go out and give it their best every day. We have the best refs in any of sports, I believe, and we still need to improve on that. The league recognizes that, and I love the fact that everybody's doing it together.
Good on the second free throw. The 76ers leading by 20. Right side Simmons. It's Richardson on the wing. Fires from deep. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. The Pacers shooting about 40% here in the fourth quarter. Brogdon against Simmons. Brogdon with it. Five on the clock. Oladipo for 3, and it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Harris has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Richardson, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Victor Oladipo. And the NBA is seeming to be at the crossroads of sports and fashion and Chris, music. Do you think it's always been this interwoven?
Oh, Kevin, please. You see the outfits they're wearing now? Now I got to be like the old fuddy-duddy, the old guy. Oh, my goodness. Guys are basically coming into the game like, did you turn on the lights before you got dressed in your closet? I mean, I know it's fashion. I'm not speaking about any one guy, but wow. I'm telling you, to another level. And even though I joke about it, it's always fun anticipating what type of outfit I'm going to see guys walk in. Especially, I mean, come on. I love their games, and then I look and I say, wow, they have to be confident on the court because they wore that to the game today. They're confident in life all around.
Overall, right.
Yeah.
And he can't hit the second. Pacers trail by 21. And Holiday kicks to McConnell. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. McConnell's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the 76ers.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them.
And this will be their 3rd win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Ben Simmons.
Well, he had a hand in just about everything they did tonight. I mean, he just didn't take a single possession off on either end. He was the complete package.
Raul Neto's checked in for Richardson. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Scott, good.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game. A sustained effort across the board.
Leaf, no good.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup. That'll get the whole team pumped up.
To the paint. Out to Smith. This one for 3. The shot misses. And Indiana will go the other way with it. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And he makes the first. Both good from the line that time. And so here is Philadelphia. It's an 18-point lead. And so the 76ers can now just hold on to the ball. Here's Neto. He's covered by McConnell. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Al. You guys do it as a five-man unit on the floor. How did you come together for this win?
Just taking good shots on offense, trying to, getting stops on defense. We challenged every shot. We just played hard tonight.
Great effort and a big win, Al. Congrats. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.